The youngest state, founded in 2014, Telangana, today faces its election, as Akshita is also telling us. On one side is KCR contesting from 2 seats. Then there is also Revant Reddy contesting from 2 seats. And that reflects the high-stakes election that is for parties and personalities. But let me take you through how precisely the southern state of Telangana voted in 2014 and voted in 2018, and what does it look like in 2023. 119th constituency for the state of Telangana, out of which BRS got a thumping majority, and this was the second time. 88 seats went to, now as it's called, the BRS of KCR, and he remained the chief minister. Now, the Congress party was a close at about 19. It was the Bharatiya Janata Party that managed only 1 seat, and that is why you see BJP is extremely eager, desperate to make inroads into the southern state of Telangana after it could not in Karnataka this time. And previously, BJP had got 5 seats. This time it's got 1. Can it really make a surprise return to Telangana in 2023? Other parties, of course, that includes whether the AIMIM also was included. Now, while these are prominent parties, how was the vote share like for each of these prominent parties in the state of Telangana in 2018? Let's take a look at that. Remember, at this point, 47%, which is literally almost the half of the vote share, went to KCR's party. Twice, can he get a hat-trick, or will anti-incumbency work against him? Congress party getting about 28%, and that's where the BJP at 7% has been campaigning vigorously to try and ensure that it manages to get seats. And it is, of course, remember, in alliance with the Janasena, the new party led by actor Pawan Kalyan. And AIMIM also is one of the prominent parties, specifically in constituencies of Hyderabad, where its chief, Assaduddin Owaisi, has been the member of parliament. So these are important areas and background details to get to you. Remember, whether it will be Gajwel, Kamareddy, Sirsila, Jubilee Hills, Karimnagar. These are 4 to 5 constituencies that will be very crucial, where key battles are being fought by the top contenders. Akshita, over to you on the ground, as more and more high-profile people, specifically since early morning, have been coming in, already casting their vote.
Thanks very much, Pooja. We're going to come back to you, of course, constantly to get all the latest with the kind of incisive data and analysis that we have on our election intelligence dashboard. Let me bring in Nagarjun Dwarkanath, who was just in conversation with Assaduddin Owaisi. Before I focus on Revant Reddy and really bring in Sudhir on this, Nagarjun, tell us about really what Mr. Owaisi said. He is, of course, confident of having a big role in this election. 9 seats that the AIMIM is contesting in, all in Hyderabad.
Well, Akshitan, Owaisi and his family have just casted their vote in Rajendra Nagar constituency. He seems to be quite confident of performing well of AIMIM party candidates in 9 seats. He's saying that we have seen anti-incumbency also, but our work stands for itself. So people in the cadre of AIMIM and the party are quite confident of performing well. He urged the voters of Hyderabad, and in fact in his old Hyderabad city, that is the Hyderabad Parliament constituency, to come out in large numbers and vote for them, in not just go on vacations, but it's their duty to come out and vote. But he spoke about his apprehensions about the deepfake videos that we have seen over the last 60 days in Telangana as such. He said the ECI, Election Commission of India, should take note of it, come up with some policies of on deepfake videos and fake surveys also. Every other day there used to be fake surveys viral on Twitter, viral on social media platforms. How do we curb it? That's the big policy question that the ECI should take in place. There are certain guidelines, but who is going to monitor it is what Mr. Owaisi has posed the question. So a few things that he spoke about to us just moments before right now. He casted his vote. He came out of the polling booth. He spoke to India Today and Aaj Tak, exclusively talking about his ambitions in this elections, his party performance in these elections, the issues that people are looking at in these elections, and also an appeal to the first-time and women voters of Hyderabad to come out and vote in large numbers and do their duty.
You know, let's be very clear that when I was in old Hyderabad, one of the big factors inevitably in this election in old Hyderabad isn't so much development but religion. So there is a lot of focus on religion also in an election in Telangana. And we've seen that also this morning with Revanth Reddy actually performing a Go Puja in the morning before he made his way out of his residence in Kodangal. An image, Sudhir, that sparked also a lot of conversation because the Congress on one hand is being accused of minority appeasement. You have a Revanth Reddy who even yesterday visited the temple that's right behind us, by the way, the Birla temple. And then he visited a Dargah as well. Today morning offering a Go Puja as well. The symbolism of these pujas, religion in Telangana politics.
Very much, and I think Revanth Reddy is really taking no chances. He wants to ensure that he gets a sizable part of the minority vote for the Congress and also the larger Hindu vote. But Revanth Reddy is an interesting character. As you said, fighting the most important election in his life so far. He has gone through a lot of ups and downs. When he was chosen as the PCC president, there was a lot of opposition. People talking about his role in the cash for vote scam, also the fact that he comes from Telugu Desam and he's getting a lot of TDP guys into the Congress party. But let me also tell you that he is actually an artist. He draws very well.
Okay.
He's in fact done his graduation in fine arts from Osmania University. And he said something very interesting that, you know, till the last stroke is done, the painting is not complete. So what happens even on the last day, that is today, the 30th of November, matters a lot. So he would hope to get the perfect portrait, the perfect painting. And he doesn't come from a political family, but he's married to a political family. He's married to the niece of the late Jayapal Reddy. So in that sense, he's an interesting character. He has moved a lot of parties. He started with the ABVP. So in that sense, he has a bit of the saffron background. Then he came to he spent a couple of years even in the Telangana Rashtra Samithi. Then he moved to the TDP, then the Congress. So he's moved a lot of parties. So, you know, they say, you know, ghat ghat ka pani piya hai. So Revanth Reddy, according to me, is quite an interesting character, and this election is going to mean a lot to him.
You know, his campaigns have been very entertaining. I saw one in Kamareddy, after which the song Mood Rangla Janda wasn't getting out of my head also. And that's been one of the highlights for me of this election, the kind of political sloganeering, the campaign, the anthems and the downright personal attacks between Revanth Reddy and KCR has been one really to watch out for, because KCR very clearly does deem Revanth Reddy a threat to his ambition of achieving a hat-trick as Chief Minister. So Kamareddy is one contest that no doubt everyone is watching out for. But there are a handful of others that you really need to focus on in this election come December 3rd. Those results will be very, very interesting. Pooja is with us to get us details of which are those key fights to watch out for. Pooja?